Hello everybody and welcome back to another how-to video. Today we're going to take a look at chicken husbandry. And unlike Farm Sim 17, where you started the map with a chicken coop that had 20 chickens and you had to run around and pick up the chicken eggs, uh, this version lets you actually place a chicken coop, lets you purchase chickens, and therefore if you don't want chickens, you don't have to have any chickens. So let's go to the shop and take a look. Go to our shop, go to placeables, animal pens. We have two different size chicken coops. We've got the standard chicken coop for $20,000 that holds 100 chickens and is $20 a day, and a large coop that holds 400 chickens that is $40 a day. So we're running out of space here on our South American map, so I'm just going to put down one chicken coop, and we're going to put it down over here. And one of the reasons that we're only putting one chicken coop down is because, unlike the other animals where we can transport them, we can't necessarily transport our chickens. I'll show you all that here in a moment. Let's lower our chicken coop down so it's kind of level. And let's go here and take a look at it. Of course, since we had to do terraforming, our prices are a little bit off. Cost us almost $50,000 versus $20,000. But at any rate, we do need to feed our chickens here in Farm Sim 19. So our chickens will take wheat or barley. This is where we put that. This is where we will purchase or sell our chickens. And our chicken eggs will spawn into boxes right here. So that's pretty cool. So let's take a look at the shop, and let's go to the animal transport, and let me show you that we don't have anything in game that will take chickens. So we've got the Weston trailer for 2 horses. We've got the Joskins, and it only hauls cows, pigs, and sheep, as does the other 2 trailers. They only haul cows, pigs, and sheep. So the only way right now in game to transport your chickens, well, basically is to buy your chickens. You come up here and hit R, and then basically select the chickens you want. Now, chickens are $50 a piece, and they cost you $15 to transport, which I think is a little unfair, since the only option is to buy them from here at this point. So, if we go ahead and purchase up a nice assortment of chickens, and we then have a rooster. Now the rooster in my mind is a little unneeded and basically a waste of $50. In my testing, it doesn't appear that we need to have a rooster in order to get eggs. You would think that maybe you would need at least one rooster to get eggs, and maybe, if we had some combination of chickens to roosters, we would get an optimal egg production, but it doesn't appear to function that way in game. So that's good enough for now. Number of chickens. Let's see here. Let's go to the animal info screen. And our chicken coop is going to be listed here at the top. Okay? So you can see we've got 8 brown, 9 white, and 8 black. Let's just go ahead and another black chicken, a brown chicken, just to have a nice even number of 27 chickens. Well, what the hey? Let's 7, 28, 29. All right. Now we got ourselves 30 chickens. Okay. Over here and take a look at feeding our chickens. In the shop, you can go to the pallet of the big bags section, and we can buy a bag of chicken feed if we want. $1,500 for 1,000 liters. Let's go ahead and buy one bag. Okay, and let's run on down to the store and get that and come back. We also have here a trailer that's got 4,000 liters of wheat in it. If you watched our cow video, you'll know that we harvested a little bit of wheat in that video in order to get some straw. And that's where we got that wheat from. Let's run on down here to the store. Check out this pallet of chicken feed. Right. Let's go ahead and... Oh, well, we kind of missed it with one of the forks, but that's okay. So here we have our pallet of chicken feed. Go ahead and haul that back. Now, while it says premium chicken feed on the pallet, you'll notice down in the bottom right corner, we have just the wheat icon. Okay? So, really all we have here is a pallet of wheat. A pallet of $1,500 for 1,000 liters of wheat. So if we take our chicken feed, our wheat basically, and put it over here by the feed trough, see that it starts to empty. And we can feed our chickens this way if we are early in the game and do not happen to have any wheat or barley already harvested. We take a look at the information screen, see that we, for 30 chickens, already have a fair bit, maybe 2/3 of the amount of feed that we need for our chickens. Let's go ahead and top them off with a load of wheat here in the trailer. And let's move our trailer out of the way here. So as you can now see, we have 1,500 liters of wheat, and that will satisfy all 30 of our chickens. And let's fast forward time just a little bit. While we're doing that, let's go find our tractor. It's got the bucket on it. Okay, here it is. And let's bring this over because we're going to have to clean up our we're going to have to clean up our chickens here at some point. Okay, I think enough time has passed that we'll have some information here in our screen. So as you can see, we've got wheat or barley for our food. We do have a cleanliness, so we will have to clean our chicken area. And then our reproductivity for 24 chickens is basically one game day, 24 hours. So every day we will get a new chicken. And then right now we don't have any eggs. So it's going to take a little while for our eggs to start spawning. And in my testing, I found that for a little bit of time, we do get the message about no room for chicken eggs, like we did with the wool pallets with our sheep. Rather interesting to see that, but they do eventually start to spawn in little boxes. So I'm just going to go ahead and fast forward time until we start to see those messages, so you can see what that looks like, and then so you can see what the chicken eggs look like when they pop in. As you can see up in the upper right corner, we have no more space to place new pallets, eggs at chickens. Obviously, there's nothing blocking the spawning of these chicken boxes, but for some reason we do get this message for a little bit of time, and at some point we will start getting eggs here. There's nothing to really worry about. It's probably a little bug that Giants is going to need to tweak on a little bit. So I'll come back with you once we actually have a box spawned in the area. All right, and it is now almost 5 o'clock, and we do have a box here in the spawning area for our chickens. So if we go ahead and take a look at our information screen again, you can see that our cleanliness is down a little bit. Productivity is still fairly high at 98%, and we have 6 liters, rather interesting way of measuring, 6 liters of eggs here in our chicken coop. Oh, we got some rain. Go ahead and run on inside their tractor here. Get out of the rain. So what we're going to do is we're going to run over to the house. I'm going to fast forward night, and we'll come back here in the morning and take a look, see at how many eggs we happen to have. We'll clean up our chicken area, and then we'll see about selling these eggs that we have finally produced. Run over here to the house. Let's slow our clock down. And let's exit and come back in. And let's sleep for 12 hours. Really interesting sleep animation as we see the time fly by. Right now, 7:36 a.m. Go see what we've got in the way of chicken eggs. All right, so we've got one box of eggs still. Let's clean up our chicken area. Got 143 liters of wheat. Okay. Clean that up. So obviously the essential equipment we would need in order to care for our chickens is, well, we're going to need either a skid steer or a small tractor with loader arms and a bucket. Clean our area up. We're going to need, if we buy pallets, a small tractor or skid steer with loading arms and pallet fork in order to transport our pallets around. If we're going to harvest our grain, we're going to need a harvester and a grain header and a trailer in order to bring our wheat over here, our barley over here to our chickens. Take a look at the information screen. See, we are down to, we haven't lost too much food. So our chickens are going to take quite a long time to go through that little bit of wheat or barley. We are about to get another chicken here. See, our reproductivity rate is increased. It was 24 hours, but now it's 25 hours. That is a result of the cleanliness factor. So the less clean the chicken area is, the longer their productivity will drop. And as their productivity drops, their reproduction rate will go up. And of course, the number of eggs that they produce over a given period will also drop. Let's speed this up a little bit. And we'll see that our productivity is now at 100%. Cleanliness is at 100%. And our reproduction rate has dropped now to 24 hours. And we're going to get a new chicken here very, very shortly. There we go. Now we have 3 new chickens, basically. We've got 11 brown, 11 white, and 11 black. And our reproductivity rate has been dropped to 22 hours. So with every new chicken, you get a slightly faster reproductivity rate. So your chickens will just slowly start to kind of compound themselves as far as how fast they reproduce. Let's go over here and get our truck. Small ATV retriever, our gator, would also be good for this. Where is our truck? Oh, there it is. Our pickup truck or our small retriever, like I was saying, would be great to haul these chicken egg boxes around to the sell point. So I believe that the egg boxes hold 150 liters worth of chicken eggs. Let's go ahead and speed up time and just kind of look here and see. So 148. $50, and we'll see if we get another box that spawns here. Yep, now we're down to 1. So you see now we are down to 150 liters of eggs in this box. Then we got a new box. So these boxes are small enough that we can pick them up by hand, bring them over here, and drop them in our trailer truck. The straps do not hold these boxes in. I lost a box of eggs, being a little rambunctious with my driving when I was testing this out. Of course, you could use the small flatbed trailer also to transport your chicken eggs, should you so wish. Let's take a look at the shop prices and see who might be buying chicken eggs here on the South American map. So we've got 2 sell points for chicken eggs. We got the harbor and the bakery. Now, this prices look like, oh wow, look at that amazing price. But remember, this is for 1,000 liters. Okay? So we only have 150 liters. So we're not going to get that massive price for that box. We're not going to get $3,000 every day out of our chickens. Unless we bring like 8 boxes or so of chickens. I guess it would be, yeah, about 8, whatever, not, math is failing me at the moment, whatever makes 1,000 liters out of 150. Let's go see what we get for this 1 box. It's still going to be a fairly decent payday for the amount of food required. Overall, chickens seem to be a fairly good choice for the starting out farmer. Other than the chicken pen, $20,000, the chickens are fairly inexpensive at just $50 a piece, or really $65 a piece, and their food requirements are pretty darn low. You see, we got $480 for that crate of chicken eggs. That was basically just 1 day's worth of egg growth. Be able to come back and buy several more chickens at that rate, and basically we could continue to grow our chicken coop as far as the number of chickens that we have until we've maxed out the coop. Of course, every chicken is going to increase our egg rate, and at some point we could also come in there and we could sell our chickens So take a look at that when we get back here. So we can sell our chickens for $25 a piece. So if you remember, we got 3 new chickens every game day basically. So if we went in here and we sold off a white, a black, and a brown chicken. Okay, you can see we're going to get we're going to get a whopping $30 back. $10 a chicken. Thanks again to that delivery fee, the transport fee. But we do not have an option of not having a transport fee with the chickens. So I really think that the transport fee should not exist. Chickens. Go over here to the animal the animal dealer. Okay. And pick where we want our animals. We want to buy chickens. Okay. Even if we buy them down here at the animal dealer, we're still paying the transport fee. We do not have an option of not paying the transport fee because there's no way to haul chickens. The only other way would be maybe the pickup truck, but the pickup truck doesn't hold chickens. So, at any rate, there you go. That is chicken husbandry in Farming Simulator 19. I hope you liked the video. If you did, please go ahead and click that like button. And if you're not a subscriber, please go ahead and subscribe. We're going to have more how-to videos coming out very shortly.